Hello, coolers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We are going to begin with Ousmane Dembele, as it has been reported that the Barcelona winger suffered a relapse in training, could miss Copa del Rey clash versus Real Madrid next month. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about Benjamin Pavard in Bayern, as it has been reported that Barca are re-exploring the option of signing the Bayern Munich defender in the summer. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona have been dealt with a massive blow as Catalonia Radio reports that Ousmane Dembele has suffered with a relapse in training while recovering. There are now doubts over his involvement against Real Madrid in the second leg of the Copa del Rey semi-finals. The report states that the Frenchman's muscles take time to recover from injuries and it causes these setbacks. Barcelona have faced Real Madrid 3 times this season already in the past, and the two sides, are also set to lock horns at the Camp Nou this weekend. Dembele is sidelined for that game as well, and will miss that game, and should be missed in the Copa del Rey Clasico as well. He will have played just 2 of the 5 total games between the two sides. That said, the international break is set to start next week, and Dembele's return to the pitch could be dependent on his recovery during that time. The winger picked up this muscle injury against Girona in the first half while chasing a loose ball on the left flag. He was originally ruled out for nearly 3 weeks, but his injury has not followed the timeline set for him. Fortunately for Xavi and co, Pedri is back in the team training and is expected to start the Clasico on the weekend. He will also be fit for that game on April 5th against the capital outfit. Further, Rafinha seems to have picked up from the correct time, picked up better form. For Barca too, he has scored the winner in consecutive game weeks, that is against Athletic Club and Valencia, and also scored and assisted both goals against Manchester United in the um, 2-2 draw at the Camp Nou. Eventually, though, it seems unlikely that Barcelona will rush Dembele for the Copa del Rey clash, especially since they have registered a 1-0 away win over Real Madrid from the first leg. Ousmane Dembele is going through a lot, injury wise, and it's really unfortunate that he suffered a relapse again yesterday, according to this new report. And of course, he have been one of the best players since Xavi came in as our manager 2021, and after having a long spell without injured, the player picked up an injury some weeks back against Girona away from home, and even though it was speculated he could return against the Real Madrid on March day 26, that is on Sunday, the Clasico on Sunday at the Camp Nou. But reports earlier came that he will not participate, that he is still not fit enough. And as if it wasn't enough, reports still coming out recently saying how he picked up or if he suffered another relapse in training recently. And this would be a big blow to manager Xavi and the coaching staff, who have been hoping that Dembele could be fit for the game coming up on Sunday. Of course, luckily enough, even without Dembele, Barca have been able to win matches, even though in a very slim way, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, which have been the norm for most of the season. But of course, a win is a win, and we keep winning to take that La Liga title that we have not won for a long time now. So let's hope that he gets well soon. He gets he recovers fast, and we keep. Of course, Pedro will be there for that game against Real Madrid on Sunday. Luckily, that will be a boost for us, and hopefully, we hope that Dembele will come back stronger. Of course, Dembele, before having these injuries issues, have been suffering a lot of injuries, and many fans have been criticizing him for being always injury prone. But to many surprise, it has been a very long time, almost 2 years, that Dembele lastly went down on the sidelines for such a long period. And of course, we hope that this shouldn't be a case where, as he starts like that, it should come back to the normal in and out like it was before when he joined Barcelona. So we just have to keep fingers crossed, hoping that Dembele can recover very well. That is why Xavi never wanted to risk him to play him in the Clasico, and also to ensure that he won't go to the national team in France for the international break, because that could even worsen things up. But unfortunately, during training sessions, the winger still picked up another injury, or he suffered relapse in his recovery. So let's just hope that we can do well without him as we have been doing. That is why squad depth is very important. We can see that in the absence of Dembele, we have been seeing Rafinha doing a lot, and of course, it's very important for the team to have such depth where if this man is not available, the other man is very ready to step up and do the work. Then on to the final story of discussion. According to report from Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona have not completely discarded the option of signing Benjamin Pavard in the summer. The player is in talks with Bayern Munich over a renewal, but it is not sure about his next move, thus keeping the door open, with their client unsure about his next move. The French defender's entourage continues to scout the market for clubs interested in his signing. Barcelona appear in high position on that list. Given that the defender's contract with Bayern Munich runs out in the summer of 2024, Barcelona hope to sign the player out for a reduced transfer fee. After all, the club's economic situation does not leave them with much breathing space. The player brings a versatile option to the table and is capable of playing both as a central mid defender and as a right back. The problem, however, is that Pavard sees himself as a centre back in the long term and does not wish to play on the right side. Barcelona's requirement is a starting quality right back who can relieve Jules Koundé from that position and move him centrally. Pavard who also commands a high salary, may thus not be the best option for Barca. The 26-year-old made 21 Bundesliga appearances for Julian Nagelsmann's side this season, scoring 3 goals and providing 1 assist in that duration. Further, he averages 0.8 key passes per game and has created 4 big chances. Some of the other names that interest Xavi Hernandez are Joan Foyt, João Cancelo, and Thomas Meunier. The first 2 names on the list, however, come with a big price tag and leave the Borussia Dortmund man as the likely recruit. It is clear that the right-back position is Barca's biggest priority for the summer, given the numerous variables involved. Only time can tell who the Catalans will prioritize. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.